Welcome back to Lenz Comic Corner, Classic, Last Known Classic. This is episode number 24, 28, and episode 22, 22. With this one, we're discussing a trade for Swamp Thing and a trade for the Green Lantern Corps. First we have is Swamp Thing Bronze Age Volume 1. This is the first of 3 volumes. Excuse me, am I discussing the first there two on some point? Yes, I will. As a matter of fact, this book collects the first 13 issues of this run, plus Mysteries House of Secrets number 92. House of Secrets 92 is technically in the way the first appearance of Swamp Thing, but not the Alec Holland Swamp Thing. Oh no, that is actually the Alex Olsen Swamp Thing, who appears at one issue and appears a few times afterwards. That is mostly put exactly what the issue is there for. Yep. Yeah, it's that particular one. Yeah, it's the first appearance of the Alex Olsen Swamp Thing. Yep. He doesn't really appear very much over the years. Not really. Yeah. After this one appearance, his next appearance will not be until, get this, Swamp Thing Volume 2, number 33. First appearance was in July, probably May of 1971. His next appearance will not be until December 1984. By the way, Swamp Thing 33, the cover is a clear homage to, this very issue. Yep. We also have appearance of Linda Olsen Range, who was Alex Olsen's wife. Yep. And we also have Damon Range. He, of course, he was like a guy who remarried her. Yeah. And apparently Alex Olsen is basically a relative of Alec Holland. Yep. Now, Swamp Thing number 1, which basically this issue, the first issue, is more like it's the first appearance of the character. Also first appearance of Matt Cave. Matt Cave. You know who this guy is? He is basically, at one point, he was the first husband of Abigail Arcane. Which, right after this opening issue, he also briefly got involved with the Doom Patrol. Yes. Now, in the case of Swamp Thing, he was a recurring character throughout most of his run. He appeared a little more in the relaunch. Yes. Of course, the first issue also the first appearance of Anton Arcane. Anton Arcane, Abigail's uncle. He is mostly but one of the longest running bad guys in the history of the Swamp Thing title. Yep. For instance, Mr. E. Yeah, and apparently Swamp Thing is kind of from Louisiana. Yeah. And throughout this particular, now, yeah, the writers, the creators of this book be Lean Ween and Bernie Wrightstein. Now, Anton Kane supposedly died in issue 2, but he comes back. He comes back in the following issue and appears in one more issue of this volume, and that was it. You're thinking, okay, here's a question you might be asking. What was the first appearance of his niece, Abigail Arcane? Issue 3. Yep. That was her first appearance, and she basically, it's kind of like a Beauty and the Beast type situation of how she first showed the book and she falls in love with Swamp Thing, and of course she was married at that point, though she later divorced her husband. Yeah, and I love the whole story of this book. This book is just so amazing. It's so beautifully done, and it's a really fun book. Like, if you're into all a bunch of horror stuff, I do recommend checking this out because mostly put, it's just Swamp Thing just trying to do his own thing. The whole thing, and of course you have this one issue where he encounters Batman. Yes, Batman. Yes, Batman period is entitled because, of course, basically, because Lee actually, I think because this is a character that Lee Wheeler write. In the first appearance, issue 8 of a guy named Megaloth, who was this weird, disgusting creature who actually would only appear just as one issue. He later became a recurring villain for Challenge Unknown and the Atom. Yeah, and mostly put, it's like a bunch of like sci-fi horror stuff. Basically, that's what drives this book, and his book is just so good. Yeah, so good. Not a bad issue, this whole thing. We also have characters from the Phantom Stranger book, which Lee Wein himself did create, called Zachary Neal, who gets killed off, and who kills off in issue number 11. Oh, I should also point out, Bernie Wrightstein left the book. You're thinking, when did he leave the book? He left the book with issue 10. Yep, he only drew the first 10 issues of this book and he left. Don't know why. If you're really curious, did I ever get a chance to ask Bernie Wrightstein that before he passed away? No, I did not. I did not get a chance to ask that. That's how they put that he passed away was the day my sister got married. That was 6 years ago. Yep. There's also a guy named Jefferson Bolt who basically appearing as a recurring character in just this volume. And he would continue to play the book after Bernie Wrightstein would leave the book. Lee Wein. The last issue Lee Wein read for the book, if it comes back with the next volume, is issue 13. Kind of in the way, the best way to describe these issues, it's similar to that of the Hulk, which was a character Lee Wein would write over at Marvel not long after this. But these issues are just pure classic issues for Swamp Thing. And I'm going to give these issues roughly a 9.5 out of 10. But it's not stuff. But here's the thing, that, by the way, this book covers time period of June to July of 1991. Actually, more like October to November of 1972. And we conclude in November of 1974. Yep. And then we have basically Green Lantern Corps Ring Quest. Yep. Which this book covers issues 19, 20, 23, 23, 26. The writing issues done by Peter De Tomasi, Patrick Gleason, and Carlos Mejio. Yeah, those are your writing for the issues. Mm-hmm. Yeah, 19 is mostly, in a way, part of the Sinestro Corps War stuff. It deals with some of the aftermath of it. That's mostly what 19 and 20 are, just dealing with the aftermath of that particular storyline. And here's something quite strange, though. 20 begins the Ring Quest story arc, which takes a break for a couple issues. Yeah, for some reason it does that. I'm not sure why, where it takes a break for 2 straight issues. It's like a part 1 for each one, and 2022 have nothing to do with that at all. Nope. Yeah. Yeah, and mostly, but basically, it's all about searching for Mogul's ring. Yep. Which is second Mogul. Yep. That's mostly what the storyline is. It's just an aftermath story arc of Green Lantern Corps, Sinestro Corps War, and it was really good. That's literally what this story arc is, just an aftermath storyline, which is quite interesting. I'm still not sure why they decided to take a couple issues off, but they did. We also got some appearances in these issues by Adam Strange. Yep, Adam Strange. But yeah, really fun story. I do recommend it. Give this book roughly a... I'm going to give it roughly a 9.5 out of 10. Okay, so that's the episode review. Next up is going to be another comic corner. And it's going to be interesting this one. Okay, thanks, Phil. Bye.